Hello friends, myself Mohit Chaudhary, and today we are going to discuss about the radius bone. So this is a radius bone. It is a long type of bone, and according to Ayurveda, it is called as Bahiprakosthasthi, which comes under the type Nalakasthi. First of all, we will discuss about its part. It has an upper end, a middle shaft, and a lower end. Then we will move towards its side determination points. So in side determination, the upper end is rounded disc shape. The lower end is broadest. On the lower surface, on the lower end, the anterior surface is thick prominent ridge-like, and the posterior surface presents a tubercle called dorsal tubercle of Lister. At the lower end, on lateral surface, there is a prolonged styloid process, and at upper end, there is a radial tuberosity below the neck on medial side. So this is all about the side determination, and from this we can conclude that this is the lateral bone of left forearm. Then we will move towards its features. So at upper end, the head is a disc shape, and it has an concave superior surface which fits into the capitulum of humerus to form an elbow joint. Then below the head there is a neck which is a very constricted part, and below the neck on medial side there is a tuberosity called radial tuberosity, which is smooth at its anterior surface and rough on its posterior surface. So it's all about the upper end. Now the shaft, it has three borders and three surfaces. The First of all, we will talk about the borders. The anterior border, which extends from the radial tuberosity above to the styloid process below. Then on posterior surface, there is a posterior border which extends from the posterior inferior part of the radial tuberosity to the dorsal tubercle down. And the third border is interosseous or medial border. It is the sharpest border of the bone. It extends from the posterior inferior part of the radial tuberosity to the ulnar notch. And then after, there are three surfaces. The first one is anterior surface, which lies between the anterior border and the interosseous border. Then posterior surface, which lies between the posterior border and interosseous border. And the third one is the lateral surface, which lies between the anterior border and the posterior border. So it's all about the shaft. Then we will move towards its lower end. At the lower end, it has five surfaces. It is the broadest part of the bone. The first surface is anterior surface, which is a thick prominent ridge-like, and artery is uh, the radial artery is palpated here for the radial pulse. And on its posterior surface, it has a tubercle called dorsal tubercle of Lister, and grooves for extensor tendons. On its medial part, it presents an ulnar notch in which the head of ulna fits, and on its lateral surface, it has a styloid process. On its